Imagine a world without language barriers. Imagine traveling to any corner of the globe and effortlessly understanding everyone you meet. What a beautiful dream, right? But hold on a minute. What would we gain from such a world? And more importantly, what would we lose? These questions have fascinated thinkers, linguists, and dreamers for centuries. The idea of a single universal language is tantalizing. It promises seamless communication, cultural unity, and a world free from linguistic misunderstandings. But is it truly possible? And is it even desirable? Let's explore these intriguing questions. The desire to bridge the communication gap between people is as old as humanity itself. From the earliest days of human civilization, people have sought ways to communicate across barriers of language and culture. This quest has taken many forms, from the development of trade languages to the creation of sign languages and other forms of nonverbal communication. The dream of a universal language, one that could be understood by all people regardless of their native tongue, has been a particularly enduring one. Throughout history, there have been numerous attempts to create a universal language. These efforts have often been driven by the desire to promote peace and understanding among different cultures. One of the earliest known attempts was by the medieval philosopher Ramon Lull, who developed a complex system of symbols intended to represent all possible concepts. Later, in the 17th century, philosophers like John Wilkins and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz proposed the creation of a universal language based on logical principles. One such attempt was Esperanto, a constructed language invented in the late 19th century by L.L. Zamenhof. Zamenhof, an ophthalmologist from Poland, believed that a common language could help to overcome the divisions between different ethnic and linguistic groups. He designed Esperanto to be easy to learn, with a simple grammar and vocabulary drawn from a variety of European languages. It was designed to be easy to learn and politically neutral, with the hope of fostering peace and understanding. Zamenhof's vision was that Esperanto would become a second language for everyone, allowing people to communicate on an equal footing without the dominance of any one national language. The language quickly gained a dedicated following, with Esperanto clubs and societies springing up around the world. While Esperanto gained a dedicated following, it never achieved widespread adoption. Despite the enthusiasm of its supporters, the language faced many challenges. Political and social upheavals in the 20th century, including 2 world wars, hindered its spread. Additionally, the rise of English as a global lingua franca in the latter half of the century further diminished the prospects for Esperanto's widespread use. This failure highlights a fundamental truth. Language is not just a tool for communication, it is a living, evolving entity that is deeply connected to the culture and identity of its speakers. Each language carries with it a unique way of seeing the world, shaped by the history, geography, and experiences of its people. Language is deeply intertwined with culture, identity, and history. It is through language that we express our thoughts, emotions, and values. It is through language that we pass down our traditions and stories from one generation to the next. The richness and diversity of the world's languages are a testament to the creativity and adaptability of the human spirit. It reflects the unique worldview and experiences of its speakers. Each language offers a different lens through which to view the world, and the loss of any language is a loss of a unique perspective. While the dream of a universal language remains an intriguing idea, it is the diversity of languages that truly enriches our global community. The quest for understanding and connection continues, not through the creation of a single language, but through the celebration and preservation of the many languages that make up our world. The diversity of human languages is a testament to the richness and complexity of our world. Each language carries with it a unique history, a distinct culture, and a way of seeing the world that is unlike any other. Each language is like a unique thread, woven together to create a vibrant tapestry of human expression. This tapestry is not just a collection of words and sounds, but a living, breathing entity that evolves with time. From the click consonants of the Khoisan languages to the tonal variations of Mandarin Chinese, the diversity in phonetics and grammar reflects the ingenuity and adaptability of human communication. Every language offers a unique perspective on the world, shaping the way its speakers think, feel, and interact with their environment. It influences their art, their music, their stories, and their daily lives. Each language encapsulates centuries of history, tradition, and cultural knowledge. It is a repository of the collective wisdom of generations passed down through stories, songs, and rituals. Losing even a single language is like losing an entire library of human experience. It is a loss that diminishes the richness of our global heritage and erases a unique way of understanding the world. It diminishes our collective understanding of the world and limits our capacity for creativity and innovation. When we lose a language, we lose a part of ourselves, a piece of the human puzzle that can never be replaced. Preserving linguistic diversity is not just about saving words. It is about safeguarding the cultural identities and the intellectual heritage of communities around the world. It is about ensuring that future generations can access the full spectrum of human knowledge and creativity. By valuing and protecting our linguistic diversity, we enrich our own lives and build a more inclusive, understanding, and innovative world. Let us celebrate the tapestry of human expression and commit to preserving it for the future. The economic implications of a single global language are complex and multifaceted. On the one hand, it could facilitate international trade and collaboration, leading to economic growth. On the other hand, it could create a linguistic monopoly, giving an unfair advantage to native speakers of the dominant language. This could exacerbate existing inequalities and limit opportunities for those who don't speak the global language. Furthermore, multilingualism is a valuable asset in today's globalized job market. Individuals who can speak multiple languages are highly sought after by businesses and organizations that operate internationally. Technological advancements, particularly in the field of artificial intelligence, have made significant strides in breaking down language barriers. Machine translation tools are becoming increasingly sophisticated, allowing us to communicate with people who speak different languages with relative ease. However, technology can also be a double-edged sword. While it can facilitate communication, it can also contribute to the decline of less widely spoken languages. For example, the dominance of English in the digital realm has led to a phenomenon known as digital extinction, where smaller languages struggle to maintain their presence online. Throughout history, language has often been used as a tool of power and control. From the ancient empires of Rome and Persia to the colonial powers of Europe, language has been a means to assert dominance and integrate diverse populations under a single rule. Empires have imposed their languages on conquered populations, often erasing local dialects and cultures in the process. This imposition was not just about communication but about establishing a new social order. Dominant groups have used language to maintain their social and economic dominance. In many cases, speaking the language of the ruling class was a prerequisite for social mobility and access to resources. The adoption of a single global language could potentially exacerbate these power imbalances. While it might facilitate international communication and trade, it could also lead to the marginalization of those who do not speak it fluently. It could create a linguistic elite, a group of people who have access to better education and job opportunities simply because they speak the dominant language. Meanwhile, those who don't speak the dominant language could find themselves marginalized and excluded from many aspects of society, including politics, education, and the economy. It's crucial to remember that language is not inherently neutral. It is a vessel for cultural identity, historical narratives, and power dynamics. The languages we speak shape our worldview and influence our interactions with others. It carries with it the weight of history, culture, and power dynamics. Understanding the role of language in the balance of power can help us appreciate the importance of linguistic diversity and the need to protect and promote minority languages. By fostering an environment where multiple languages can thrive, we can create a more inclusive and equitable society. This not only preserves cultural heritage but also enriches our collective human experience. In conclusion, while a global language might offer some practical benefits, it is essential to consider the broader implications on social equity and cultural preservation. Language is a powerful tool, and how we use it can either bridge divides or deepen them. Predicting the future of language is a complex and uncertain endeavor. However, one thing is certain: language is constantly evolving. While some languages may decline or even disappear, others will thrive and evolve, adapting to the changing needs of their speakers. It's unlikely that we will see a single global language emerge in the foreseeable future. The forces of globalization and technological advancement are likely to continue to shape the linguistic landscape, leading to both convergence and divergence. Instead of striving for a single, homogeneous language, we should celebrate the incredible diversity of human languages. Each language is a unique expression of human creativity and ingenuity. Each language offers a different way of seeing the world, a different way of thinking and feeling. By embracing linguistic diversity, we enrich our understanding of the world and ensure that future generations will inherit the full spectrum of human expression. So, is a single global language possible? Perhaps. But is it desirable? That's a question we must carefully consider. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, let's strive to preserve the incredible tapestry of human languages. Let's celebrate our differences while remembering that at our core, we are all united by the human desire to connect, communicate, and understand one another. After all, in the grand cosmic scheme of things, aren't we all just speaking different dialects of the same universal language, the language of existence itself? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. See you next time.